Beth Van Duyne. Congresswoman, good to see you. You know, it's just a week ago, Vice President Harris was down there saying, don't come. The numbers just continue to grow. Apparently just saying, don't come isn't enough, is it?
Well, I mean, it's all words. I mean, unfortunately, what their policies are is doing everything that they can to have more and more people here, and their lack of being able to actually control what's going on at the border is just another reason why more people are coming up. I mean, you've seen skyrocket numbers, you know, more than we've seen historically in decades, after a time during the Trump administration when you actually had them under control and they had been decreased and they were at a level that we could control. But what you've seen is the reversal of all these policies. And the problem that we've got with the Biden administration is they were warned beforehand. If you take away the Remain in Mexico policy, if you take away this staying in the first safe country, if you promise people if they come, they're going to be welcomed into the country. When you do those things, don't be shocked when people start coming over. That,
well,
I think, is the saddest part.
Congresswoman, forgive me for interrupting, but that leads to an obvious question. Do they really want to close the border? I mean, is that you have to be blind not to notice. Of course, the media isn't covering it. They've got a blackout because they won't come out with anything that's negative about this administration, but it's obvious that the numbers are increasing. And do you think that they really want to close the border, or in fact are they for open borders?
I would say that what you're seeing is that they are for open borders. I think what you're seeing through their policy is they do not want to do anything that's going to stop the flow of illegal traffic coming through. They don't want to stop the flow of illegal drugs. I mean, you mentioned earlier, you're seeing a 300% increase in the amount of fentanyl that has come over the border just this past month. And where's that coming from? That's coming out of China. So we're sitting here seeing all of these illegal drugs coming over from China, and they were doing nothing to try to curb it.
That's a great point.
You had the vice president who came in and visited El Paso. You know, that's kind of like going to having a disaster in New York and going to visit Chicago. You know, she needed to get down, and she needed to be down there a lot earlier and go where the crisis, the humanitarian crisis, is at this time. Go and talk to the Customs and Border Protection agents that are stuck right now, not being able to do the job that they were hired because they are glorified babysitters. She needs to see these places where they are holding these kids, these unaccompanied minors. It's horrible. It is a humanitarian crisis, and she's not down there finding out what's going on because she's not talking to people.
Border Patrol agents, as we just heard from our reporter, they know what works. A wall works. In August 2020, then candidate Biden said there will not be another foot of wall construction in my administration, and it looks like they just have no plans to really close the border. I wish we had more time, but we got to have you back to talk after President Trump visits down in the border. Thank you very much. Best of luck to you. It's a tough situation. Appreciate it.
Thank you.